Started out every day going over the daily clips, which was all of the entertainment news for the day, and putting it all in a packet for our editor-in-chief so she could stay up to date with team news. I did a lot of interview transcriptions where I'd listen to a celebrity interview and type it up for my editor, so writing the article was a lot easier.
I'll come in and post videos, press conferences, and interviews from the games from the night before. And then when I'm in the studio on the weekend, I'm live tweeting and interviewing analysts and former players and covering games as a sports writer and a social media journalist.
I research for up-and-coming things that pertain to Al's demographic. I also do a lot with event planning. I got to help plan an event for Coachella.
On an average day, I typically transcribe footage that whatever staff member gives us, and I go on shoots, which is a lot of fun because we get to see how a real news show operates. Other things that we do help out with research teams on researching topics for news stories, and we pitch ideas too.
I literally walk in, I have my own cubicle, I sit down, log into the computer system, and I open up my emails, and I'm normally spammed with about 50 emails of just saying you need to send out certain merchandise, I need to monitor certain ticket sales for certain venues, and even I'm sometimes monitoring commercials.
I run a lot of errands we do send a lot of stuff to bloggers and editors, so I always have to go and run errands to get things to make them look pretty and presentable.
One day we could start off and my boss will send me something about a new event coming up, and we'll just talk about it, research it a little, and then I'll write about it and I'll provide additional information, usually events that are happening in Dutchess County. Other days I'll actually travel to a site, for example FDR's home, and I'll write about my experience.
Anything from as simple as piecing bits and clips of other radio shows together, to the more strenuous and more demanding task of creating and actually executing our own podcast.
You know, a lot of times they do have us do those, like the intern work, like running a coffee and stuff, but when we work the shows, that makes up for all of those times. It's good to get that hands-on experience, behind the scenes at like a television studio. It's really cool.
I mostly help with their special events, including their annual launch event for their beauty program, and I also gathered and distributed their pitch materials, and every day was different. I really had different tasks every day. Really felt like I was a part of their team, not just their intern.